what is going on YouTube? It's been a while since we last uploaded, and in this video I'm presenting my Genesis Coupe. Now this is the 2-year walk around after we got the SFR tune. So there she is. We've done a lot to her since the last 2 years, especially with some interior mods. Like we got the white seats done. I did my bootleg looking steering wheel wrap, you know how they all can tear on the side. I had it stitched up. You can see how bad my stitching is done. Got the touchscreen tablet here with the navigation on top of backup camera and a dash cam as well. Then we got the IRP Racing Shifter, which is pretty nice to be honest. Like check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then reverse like that. This thing is actually really nice and it makes my shifting much easier. And last but not least, I have a ambient lighting going all the way around. You can see that right there. Got this off Amazon and it runs pretty nice at nighttime. Now looking under the hood. Ooh. So roughly everything is the same from 2 years ago, except we added a TurboXS Intercooler. There's that beast right there. You can see it. Because the old ISR one we had, I didn't think it was doing the job right. After I put this intercooler on, it felt much better, more responsive, and I think the car was picking up much better. So there's our Tomei turbo that we installed 2 years ago. We just installed a new catch can, our Mishimoto rad, Injen colder intake, on top of our HKS blow-off valve. Now with this, we are running 750cc injectors. We have our Tomei turbo, and we have an upgraded fuel pump, along with 1-step colder plugs. So 2 years ago, we got the SFR custom dyno tune done, which is the stage 1.5. The car's been running good since then. I had no issues. Now I know a lot of people say they have issues with the SFR tunes and everything. I think it all comes down to your maintenance. On this thing, I do oil changes every 500 to 2,000 kilometers, and spark plugs I do every 4 to 5k. So far in 2 years, never had a single engine problem, and I pushed this car hard. Like I mean, I redlined and all sort of that stuff. Car running fine. So I'm not sure why people have an issue with SFR tunes. But looking on the outside of the car, I still have the Spec D lights, but they're peeling, which I need to get replaced. I need to get the paint redone. I had the paint done back in 2019, but as you can see, stuff happened to it. You can see all the swirls and everything. Right now the car's sitting on Continental Extreme Contact tires, and then we have K-Sport coilovers all around. In the rear we did all brand new suspension OEM except the struts. We reinforced the diff mounts with ISR diff mounts, so everything was replaced including the subframe as well. So the car holds its power much better because last time we had a lot of play. And that is our HKS exhaust. You can see all the carbon buildup. That is nasty. Damn, it's still hot. As for the exhaust, I am going to upgrade the manifold soon, but I am straight piped with just HKS mufflers running. So you can see there's the Tomei turbo, there's my downpipe, and then it goes all the way back. Now almost half a year ago or so, we upgraded the clutch. Our ACT clutch went and we installed a stage 2 competition clutch. Now I will say this clutch is way better than the ACT clutch. The reason I say that is this clutch can hold its power much better. It's much more snappier. The ACT is more of an OEM feel from what I found. This clutch I've sent it a few times and it's much snappier, though one thing I don't like about this clutch is the engagement. Engagement is really... Oh, look at that beamer fly by. Anyways, the engagement on this clutch is pretty rough and it's really snappy. Like you let off the pedal, the car's gonna jerk. But otherwise, that's about it for our engine mods and all that sort of stuff. Now with the car itself, it's fun to drive, all right? After we got the tune done, it was much more responsive. We're pushing 22 pounds of boost. We got our gauges right there, our vacuum gauge and our air fuel ratio. On top of that, we have our engine light on. Now the engine light is for the HKS blow-off valve because we're not running off the OEM solenoids, we're running the blow-off valve off the manifold, and the tune couldn't do anything about that, unfortunately. But along with the tune, we have 2-step, we have launch control, all that goodies. As you can check out this previous video of mine, in winter time I had winter tires on and I did a little bit of launch control and it shot flames. Now this car does shoot flames depending on the exhaust setup and how hot the car is running. My next upgrade for this car is to get the Tomei titanium single exit exhaust and upgrade the manifold to a MXP manifold. And then I might get a retune done in the future because we are pushing more air because of the bigger intercooler than the previous one. So let me give you guys a couple of revs. I would do 2-step, but you guys remember the last video when we had the thing straight piped without the mufflers? Man, that exhaust was loud, and I mean loud. And I couldn't do 2-step after that here. Now let's go for the drive. how nice the IRP shifter moves. Like, look at that. Fourth, third. I love the popping this car does. Pop. Pop, 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 pop. Now, one thing I really dislike about the Genesis is the gearing ratio. I'm in third gear right now, 3000 RPM going 60 kilometers. I am using a 3.91 ratio LSD as well, but that's like the in-between. And these tires are really grippy. The Extreme Contact Sports, they grip really nicely. They're the equivalent to the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S. It just wants to lose its ass, but those tires grip hard. See how nice the shifter is? This is what I love about this thing. Raced my buddy 335 IS, I've raced the S5 and everything, off camera obviously. And this shifter actually helps me get through the gears much better than the stock and the short shifter. I had the other Genesis, which I actually ended up selling. It was supposed to be a project car, but it didn't turn out to be a project. Earlier, the SFR tune on this car has been running really good. I haven't had any issues. Only problem I think I had was cold start problems, but that went away because of a vacuum leak. So let me do a quick two-step for you guys. So the two steps really simple on the SFR tune. You just hold in the acceleration, it hits 4,000, bounces off the rev limiter, and it starts popping. That's the two-step. So that was it for the POV drive. So that was the POV drive. Let me know what you guys think about the POV on this car. But otherwise, I like this car. I've had fun with it. I might be selling it in the future, if anything, if I don't decide to work on it. Now, the only issue that I have with this car as of right now is the Mishimoto rad. You probably see it's still leaking. Oh no, not yet. The Mishimoto quality for the rad, I think, in my opinion, is pretty garbage. This is the second rad that I have that I started leaking in the same spot. Now, I called Mishimoto and I contacted them. They haven't gotten back to me yet because the thing has lifetime warranty. It should be, under replacement. That's the only downfall to this car, besides the gearing ratio. But this is it for my walk around. This was the 2-year update with the SFR custom dyno tune as well. So let me know what you guys think about this video. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos to come.